Hello everyone, let's start class 10th first chapter mathematics, arithmetic progression part 3. So the topic of the class of today's class is sum of first n terms of an AP. So what do you mean by sum of first n terms of an AP? So if I just consider general form of an AP, say A1, whose terms are A1, A2, A3 and it goes on up to AN. Now sum of first n terms of an AP means here I have to find its sum. So let me consider the sum of this whole term as capital letter S of all these terms of this AP as S. So what is S equal to? It is equal to A1 plus A2 plus A3 plus A4 plus A5 and it goes on up till AN. So how do we find this? So we have a formula. So let's derive the formula. So you know that I can represent this A1 as just A. I can represent A2 as A plus D, A3 as A plus 2D, A4 as A plus 3D, A5 as A plus 4D, and it goes on up till AN can be represented as A plus N minus 1 into D. Right? So let's do the derivation here. So previously I just wrote that the sum is nothing but it is equal to A plus the second term can be written as A plus D plus the third term can be written as A plus 2D and it goes on up till A plus N minus 1 into D. Right? So this is what it is. So I'll consider this as equation number 1. Now what I will do is, again I'll write the same thing. I'll be writing it again. What I'll just do is I'll reverse the order here. So reversing the order in the sense I'll write backwards. So I'll start with A plus N minus 1 into D plus A plus N minus 2 into D and it goes on up till A plus D. So I've written it in the backwards form plus A. So just I've reversed the order and I've written the same thing. Now I'll consider this as equation 2. Now what I'll do is I'll just add this equation 1 and equation 2. On adding equation 1 and 2, what happens? S plus S is equal to how much? 2S is equal to. Now add these two terms. A, sorry, not A plus, the first term is here, right? A plus N minus 1 into D. It becomes 2A plus N minus 1 into D. It remains as it is. Now add these two terms. What happens? It is A plus D plus A plus N minus 2 into D. So this becomes equal to A plus A is 2A plus this is nothing but ND minus 2D. And here you have plus D. So what this becomes? It becomes ND minus D because minus 2D plus D is D. So this is nothing but N minus 1 into D if I take D common. So this is 2A plus N minus 1 into D. The same thing I'm getting here. So on adding the two corresponding terms, I get 2A plus N minus 1 into D. Now what I'll do is I'll add the third term. So here I've not written the third term. Okay, so if I had written the third term, it is A plus N minus 3 into D. Okay, now just add and see, we'll be getting the same thing. Now I'll just go and add the corresponding last terms. So what happens? A plus A is 2A plus N minus 1 into D. Okay. So here what can you observe here in this equations? You're just If I add all the corresponding terms, I'll be getting 2a plus n minus 1 into d only. Now, how many such terms do I have here? See here, there are totally n terms in this expansion because I've added n terms. So there are totally n terms. Here also, here I have n terms. So here I've added the corresponding n terms and I'm having 2a plus n minus 1 into d n times. Here I have this n times. So I can write it as 2s is equal to n times of 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So if I take 2 to the other side, then I can write this equation as s is equal to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So this is the formula to find the sum of n terms. Sum of n terms. This is the formula, very important formula. Need to note down this. Okay. Now there is another form of the same equation, the same formula. So we just derived that the sum of n terms is equal to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Right? Now what I'll do is I'll keep this n by 2 as it is and I'll write this 2a as a plus a because a plus a is 2 only plus n minus 1 into d. Okay. Now if you just observe here, this thing is nothing but your an because we have already seen an is nothing but a plus n minus 1 into d. So this becomes Sn is equal to n by 2 into a plus an. This is one more formula. Okay, so two formulas you have for finding the sum of n terms. One is n by 2 into a plus a nth term, or Sn is equal to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. That's it. So now let's start solving the problems. So the first question that you have here is find the sum of first 22 terms of the given AP. So here first you have to write the given. So what is given to you here? The first term is equal to 8. The common difference is equal to 3 minus 8, that's equal to minus 5. Now they have asked 22 sum of 22 terms, that shows that the value of n is equal to 22. Okay, so what's the value of Sn? Sn is equal to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So here whatever is required, you have all got that. So Sn is equal to, the value of n is 22 divided by 2 into a value is 8 plus n value is again 22 minus 1 into d value is minus 5. So just solve it. 22 by 2 is 11 into 2 8 are 16 plus 21 into minus 5. 21 into 5. So that is equal to minus 979. Okay, minus 979. Okay. Now let's move on to the next problem. So if the sum of first 14 terms of an AP is 1050. So what they have given us here, they have given us the sum of first 14 terms. So S14 is given to you as how much? 1050. So this is given. Sum of first 14 terms is given to us as 1050. And its first term is 10. So they have given us the value of A, that is equal to 10. Find the 20th term. They have asked us to find A20. What is A20? In other form, it can be written as A plus 19D. So in order to get the value of the 20th term, we need to know the value of A, which we already know is 10. We have to find the common difference. So let's find the common difference. Now what is this S14? I can write it as n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Right? That is equal to 1050. Now what is the value of n here? N is equal to 14. Right? N is equal to 14. So in place of n, I'll just replace it by 14. Okay. So 14 by 2 is 7. 2 into a value is how much? 10. So a value is 10. So 2 into 10 is 20. 14 minus 1 is 13. D is equal to how much? 1050. So I'll just continue the calculation. 20 plus 13D is equal to 1050 by 7. Most probably it's 150. 1050 divided by 7. Yes, it's 150. So 13D is equal to how much? 130. So D is equal to 10. So you found out the value of the common difference, it is 10. So just substitute the value. 820 is equal to A. A value is 10 plus 19 into value of common difference is also 10. So it's 190 plus 10, that is equal to 200. Therefore, the 20th term of the given AP is 200. Always you have to write the conclusion. Do not forget to write in sentence. Okay. Next question. How many terms of the AP must be taken so that their sum is 78? Though they have given us the value of Sn is equal to 78, they are asking how many terms must be taken. That is, we have to find the value of n. And the common difference is equal to how much? 21 minus 24. A is equal to 24. And the common difference is equal to how much? 21 minus 24. That is minus 3. Right? Yes. So just very simple. I guess you can solve it by yourself. N by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. They have given as how much? 78. Now just substitute the values of a and d in the corresponding formula. So it becomes n by 2 into 2a. So 2 into 24 is 48 plus n minus 1 into d value is minus 3 is equal to how much? 78. Okay, so here I guess you will get a quadratic equation, right? Yeah, you will get a quadratic equation. I'm not, yeah, you have learned to solve a quadratic equation in ninth, I guess. So yes, let's continue. So n by 2 into 48 plus, if I open the bracket, it becomes plus 3 minus 3n is equal to 78. So n by 2 into 51 minus 3n is equal to 78. So if I take 2 onto the other side, it becomes 78 into 2 is equal to how much? 156. So this becomes 51n minus 3n square is equal to 156. So this becomes 3n square minus 51n plus 156 is equal to 0. So hope you know how to solve the quadratic equation. We have already started this in class 9. So let's first simplify this. For that, I'll be dividing this whole equation by 3. So this becomes n square minus 17n plus 552 is equal to 0. So I can write this as n square minus 3n minus 14n plus 52 is equal to 0. So this becomes n minus, sorry, it's not 14, it's going to be 4 and 13, I guess. 4, 13, yes, 4 and 13, yes, it's 4 and 13. So if I get n common, I'll get n minus 4. From here, if I get plus 13 as common outside, not plus 13, minus 13, then I'll get n minus 4 is equal to 0. So this becomes n minus 4 into n minus 13 is equal to 0. So from this you will get that the value of n is equal to 4 or the value of n is equal to 13. This means when you add the first 4 terms or when you add the first 13 terms, in both the case you will get 78, because since this AP is decreasing, there are 2 points where the sum will be 78. First, when you add the first 4 terms of the AP and when you add the first 13 terms of the AP, you will get 78. That is what it means. Now let's move on to the next question. Find the sum of the first 1000 positive integers. So first 1000 positive integers. So first let's write the first 1000 positive integers. Positive integers. So first positive 1000 positive integers 1, 2, 3, 4 because 0 is neither a positive nor a negative integer. Okay, so you cannot consider 0 as a positive integer because 0 is neither positive nor negative. Okay, 5 and it goes on up till how much? 1000. So you have to find the sum of the first 1000. So S 1000 needs to be found out. So here, if you observe, I can use this formula here because I know the first term as well as the last term. First term is 1, the last term is 1000. And the n value is equal to 1000. So here A is equal to 1, A 1000 is equal to 1000 and the value of n is equal to 1000. So 1000 by 2 is 500 into 1 plus 1000. So that is equal to 500 plus 500,000, 5 lakh. Right? So the total answer is going to be 5 lakh 500. So this is the sum of the first 1000 positive integers. Now the first n positive integers. So if you want to find the sum of the first n positive integers, so let me consider the first one. 1, 2, 3, and here I don't know till how much it goes. It goes on till n. I don't know the value of n, but I can use the same formula here. Sn is equal to n by 2 into a plus an. Here I know that the value of a is equal to 1, an is equal to how much? N, and the number of terms is also equal to n. So Sn is equal to n by 2 into 1 plus n. So that is equal to n into n plus 1 divided by 2. This is only the answer. If you want, you can write it as n square plus n by 2. Both are right. Okay, here I've just opened the bracket in the second thing. Let's move on to the next question. Find the sum of first 24 terms of the list of numbers whose nth term is given by. Okay, so they here in the question they have given you the nth term, that is they have given you an is equal to 3 plus 2n. So what is the first term? A1 is equal to, just replace, in place of n you have to just replace 1. Okay, so just substitute the value of n is equal to 1, then you will get a1 is equal to 3 plus 2 5, a2 is equal to 3 plus 2 into 2 4, that is 3 plus 4 is 7, a3 is equal to 3 plus 2 into 3, that is 6 plus 3 9, and it goes on. So what is the AP here you're getting? You just observe it is 5 7 9 then 11 and it goes on. So now you have to find S24 where the value of n is equal to 24, the value of a is equal to 5 and the common difference is 7 minus 5 2. Easily you can find this. Take it as a homework. Let's move on to the next question. A manufacturer of TV sets produced 600 sets in the third year, 700 sets in the seventh year. So A3 is given to us as how much? 600. A7 is given to us as 700. Right? Assuming that the production is increasing uniformly by a fixed number every year. Okay. I guess you can find this easily because similar to these questions are similar to the questions which we have previously solved, but just it's given in the form of a word problem only. That's the thing. Just you have to extract the information. That's the point. Now the production in the first year, that is they are asking you the value of A1. The production in the 10th year, A10. The total production in the first 7 years is S7. Since this is the first word problem, I'll solve this for you. So A3 is nothing plus A plus 2D is equal to 600 and A7 is nothing but A plus 6D is equal to 700. So what you have to do, you have to just subtract these two in order to get the value of A and common difference, the first term and the common difference. Okay. So if I just subtract these things, what happens? A minus A is 0. 2D minus 6D is minus 4D. 600 minus 700 is minus 100. So this becomes D value is equal to 25. Okay. So what's the value of common what is the value of A? Just substitute D equal to 25 in any of the equation. I'll be substituting in the first equation. Then I'll get A is equal to 600 minus 50. That is equal to 550. So they totally manufactured 550 sets in the first year. Now in the 10th year, it is equal to A plus 9D. So that is equal to 550 plus 9 into 25. So that is equal to 550 plus 950. Okay, that's equal to 1500. So totally 1500 sets were produced or manufactured in the 10th year. I guess I made a mistake. 9 into 25 is not 950, sorry. 9 into 25 is 250, 225, right? Then it becomes 775, yes. So totally 775 television sets were produced in the 10th year. Now the total production in the first 7 years. So if you want to find in the first 7 years, you have to find the value of S7. Here the value of N is equal to 7, the value of A is equal to 550, common difference D is equal to 25. Very simple. S7 is equal to N by 2 into A. Always write the formula, okay? 2A plus N minus 1 into D. 2A plus N minus 1 into D. So that's equal to 7 into 550 plus 3 into 25, 75. That is equal to 550 plus 75, 625 into 7 becomes equal to 4375. So totally 4375 sets were produced in the first 7 years together. Okay, so let's move on to the next problem. So I guess these questions, the question from now onwards are from exercise 1.3. Okay, the first and the last term of an AP are A equal to 17 and AN is equal to 350. Because I don't know the last term position. If the common difference is 9 equal to 9, how many terms are there and what is their sum? So sum I can easily find because it is equal to n by 2 into a plus an. I have the formula. If you know the first and last term, you can easily find out. So that is equal to 7, not 7, because I don't know the formula of, sorry, I don't know the value of n. Now I cannot substitute at this point. So you have to find the value of how much? How many terms are there? Okay. So an is nothing but a plus n minus 1 into d. That is equal to 350. I know the value of A and I also know the value of D. Then I can easily find out, right? So this becomes N minus 1 into D is equal to 350 minus A. 350 minus A value is how much? 17. So that is equal to 333. Now N minus 1 is equal to 333 divided by D. Now D value is equal to 9. So that is equal to 37. So this shows the value of n is equal to 37 plus 1, that is equal to 38. Okay, you got the value of n. Now what you have to do is substitute. So there are totally 38 terms in the given AP. Just substitute s is equal to 38 divided by 2 into 17 plus 350. That's it. Okay. So 38 divided by 2 is how much? Is 19. So 17 plus 350 is 367. So 19 into 367. That is equal to 6963. So this is the sum of the given AP and there are totally 38 terms. Okay. Next, find the sum of first 22 terms of an AP in which the common difference is 7 and the 22nd term is 149. The sum of first 22 terms, and they have also given you the A22. Okay, so S22 they have asked here. So that is n by 2 into, if I use this formula, I know the value of A22. I know this value. I also know that the value of n is 22. I have to find A. Okay, so what is A22? It is nothing but A plus 21D. I know the value of D. D is equal to 7. So A plus 21 into 7 is equal to how much? 149. So the value of A is how much? 149 minus 21 into 7. 21 into 7 is equal to 147. So 149 minus 147, the value of A is equal to 2. Okay. So then if I substitute in this formula, I get S22 into is equal to the value of n is 22 divided by 2 into 2 plus A22 is 149. So that is equal to 11 into 151. So that is equal to 1661. That's it. Okay. Let's move on to the next question. If the sum of first 7 terms of an sum of first 7, okay, of an AP is 49. S7 is equal to 49. And that of the 17 terms is 289. So S17 is equal to 289. Find the sum of first n terms of an AP. Asked you to find the Sn. Okay. So for that you need to find out A and D. Right? Yeah. So S7 I can write it as 7 by 2, because I'll write this formula. Sn is equal to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Right? So the value of n is, in this case, is 7. So yes, I'll solve both of them using different color. 7 by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d is equal to 49. And in the other case, 17 by 2 into 2a plus 17 minus 1 into d is equal to 289. Just solve these two equations, you will get the value of a and d. After that, you can find the value of sum of first n terms. So this becomes equal to 7 into a plus 7 minus 1, 6, 3, 3d is equal to 49. Here 17. Here you will get 17 into a plus 8d is equal to 289. So this is 49. Okay. So a plus 3d is equal to 7 from this equation, and the other equation I can write it as a plus 8d is equal to 17. Wait a minute. 289 divided by 17 is 17, yes. So if I solve these two equations, I'll just subtract. I'll get minus 5d is equal to minus 10. So d is equal to how much? 2. Okay, now substitute the value of d in any of the equation. And I'll get, if I substitute in the first equation, I'll get a plus 6 is equal to 7. So the value of a is equal to 1. So what is the value of Sn? It's equal to n by 2 into 2a. 2 into 1 plus n minus 1 into d value is again 2. So that is equal to n into 1 plus n minus 1. So that is equal to n square. So the sum of first n terms is equal to n square. Okay, n square. If the sum of first n terms of an AP is 49 minus, this is n square, okay, 4n minus n square. What is the first term? If you just observe, a1 is equal to sum of first term, right? Because see, if I write an AP, a1 A2, A3, and it goes on. If I have to find the sum of first term, S1, it is equal to A1. But what about sum of first two terms? That is equal to A1 plus A2. Observe the difference, right? Now, sum of first three terms is equal to A1 plus A2 plus A3, right? So, if I want to find the second term and they have given you the first sum of first two terms, then A2 is equal to S2 minus A1. This is just for information. From this equation only I derived that thing. Now, what is the first term? The first term is nothing but your S1. So the sum of first n terms is given as Sn. They have given as 4n minus n square. So S1 in place of n you have to substitute 1. That is equal to 4 into 1 minus 1 square. That is equal to 4 minus 1. That is equal to 3. So this is the value of S1. What is the sum of first two terms? Now first two terms S2 is equal to 4 into 2 minus 2 square. That is 8 minus 4. That is also equal to 4. Similarly, find the third, 10th and the nth terms. Okay. Now they have asked you to find the third term. In order to find the third term, I have to find the second term, right? Now the first term I've got it as how much? 3. But what about the second term? If you just see, second term is equal to sum of first two terms minus the first term. Now sum of first two terms is 4 and the first term is how much? 3. So your second term is how much? 1. Now if you see here, the common difference is nothing but minus 2. So 1 minus 2, this is the third term. Now what about the fourth term? Minus 2 is minus 3. Fifth term is minus 5 and it goes on. So here the starting term is 3. Common difference is equal to minus 2. Using this you can easily find A3, A10 and AN. AN I can find it for you if you don't know how to find it. N is A plus N minus 1 into D. Now you know that the value of A is equal to 3 plus N minus 1 into D value is minus 2. So that is equal to 3 minus 2N plus 2. That is equal to 5 minus 2N. So this is your nth term. Okay. So just substitute the value of N. You will get the same thing. For example, see, if you just put the value of N is equal to 1, you will get the first term 3. You can just cross verify, cross check. 5 minus 2 is 3. You can just check the third term which you have derived from this is right or false. Just substitute in place of n 3. So 5 minus 2 into 3 6, that is equal to minus 1. So whatever we have derived here is absolutely right. Next question, find the sum of first 15 multiples of 8. So the sum of first 15 multiples of 8. Okay, so the first multiple of 8 is like absolutely 8 into 1, that is 8. Second multiple is 8 2s are 16. Third multiple is 8 3s are 24, and it will go up to 15th term, that is 8 into 15. Most probably it's 120. Yes. So sum of first 15 is 15. I know the first term and the last term, then I can use this formula, right? So that is equal to 15 by 2 into A plus AN. That's it. So this is 15 into 4 plus 60. That is equal to 60 plus 900. So that is equal to 960. Calculations might have gone wrong, but yes, this is the way to solve this type of questions. Now, yes, we have about 3 to 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, six word problems are there. Okay, they are very simple. So whatever you have to do, even whenever you get a word problem, just read the question and you have to find from the question what is the first term, what is the common difference. Then if they have given you the sum of the terms, you need to find or how many terms are there. Such type of questions are only asked. So whenever you read a question, try to find the AP from the question. Form the AP from the given question, then just treat it like the normal question and solve it. Now see here, a contract on construction job specifies a penalty for delay of completion beyond a certain date as follows. Rupees 200 for the first day, rupees 250 for the second day, rupees 300 for the third day, and the penalty for each succeeding day being rupees 50 more than for the preceding day. How much money the contractor has to pay as penalty if he has delayed the work by 30 days. So easily you will be able to find the AP from the question and also the common difference. See here what the thing they're telling us. So I have specified a job to a contractor and I want him to finish it within 5 days. But due to some circumstances, the person was not able to finish the given task. So, if he delays the work by 1 day, then the penalty must be paid by him as rupees 200. If it is delayed for 2 days, then for the second day it becomes rupees 250. And similarly, it goes on. So, what am I doing? I'm just increasing rupees 50 each day. So, the penalty for each succeeding day is increased by rupees 50 than the preceding day. So from this you can get given AP from the question. So it's 200, 250, 300, 350 and it goes on. So what are they asking is how much money has the contractor how much money the contractor has to pay as penalty if he has delayed the work by 30 days. Now they're not asking what will be the penalty on the 30th day. They're asking if he had delayed the work by 30 days, so how much will he have to pay? Means he has to pay this penalty of all the 30 days, right? All the 30 days, and I don't know what's the value for 30, I don't know. But yes, you can easily find this out. The sum of first 30 days that is equal to 30 by 2 into 2a plus 30 minus 1 into d. Now what is the value of A here? It's equal to 200. Value of D is equal to 50. Just substitute those values. 50 and the value of A is how much? 200, right? So that is equal to 30 by 2 into 400 plus 1500 minus 50. Okay, just substitute this, solve this equation, you will get the answer. Okay, the only thing you need to figure it out is the what is asked in the question and derive the AP. Get the AP from the question. That's it. Now next word problem. A sum of rupees 700 is to be used to give 7 cash prizes. So for total 7 cash prizes, what is the amount? It is 700. Okay. To students of a school for their overall academic performance. If each prize is rupees 20 less than its preceding price, find the value of each prize. So let me consider that for the first person, the first topper, if I give an amount, say A, then for the second person, I'll just reduce the amount, the cash price by rupees 20. So it will be A minus 20. For the third person, again, this amount will get reduced. So that becomes A minus 40. So what do you observe from this question? So if the first term is A, then the common difference is equal to how much? 20. Is it 20? No, it is minus 20. Okay, it is minus 20 because it is decreasing. So here the fine is increasing in the previous question. So that's why I considered plus 50. But here the amount is decreasing each day. So it is minus 20. Okay, so I guess whatever is required you found out. So from this question you need to find out the value of A from this thing. How will you find out? So S7 can be written as 7 by 2 into 2A plus n minus 1 into D value is how much? Minus 20 is equal to how much? 700. So this becomes 2a plus 7 minus 1 is 60. 60 into 7 minus 1 is 6. 6 into minus 20 is minus 120. Okay, is equal to 100, 200. So 2a is equal to 320. A is equal to 160. So for the topper, the cash price is going to be 160. For the next person, it is going to be 140, then 120, then 100, then 80, 60. So this is for the first person, second person, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. For the seventh one, it's going to be rupees for 40. Just add the amount and check if it is coming out equal to 700, coming out as 700. 160 plus 140 plus 120 plus 100 plus 80 plus 60 plus 40. Yes, that's equal to 700. So hope you understood how to solve this type of question. Next question. In a school, student thought of planting trees in and around the school to reduce air pollution. It was decided that the number of trees that each section of each class will plant will be the same as the class in which they are studying. Example, a section of class 1 will plant 1 tree, a section of class 2 will plant 2 trees, and so on till class 12th. Okay. There are 3 sections of each class. Okay. So each class you have 3 sections. Okay. So the student from class 1 will actually from a section of class 1 will plant 1 tree. But there are totally 3 sections. So I can say from class 1 as whole, each there are 3 sections and each of them will plant one means totally they are gonna plant 3 plants. Next is from class 2. Okay, they are going to plant 2 each, but 3 sections, 2 to 2, it becomes equal to 6. Now from the third class, 3 sections, 3 each, 3 sections, and they are gonna plant 3 3 3, so it becomes equal to 9. now Now, from fourth standard, 3 sections are there and 4 each. So that is equal to 12. So if you observe here, the first term is 3 and common difference is equal to how much? 3. 6 minus 3 is 3. So how many trees will be planted? And this will go on up to how much? 8, 12. Right? Till 12th standard. So total how many plants will be planted in the sense they are asking you to find the sum of all these terms, that is S12 is equal to how much? That is equal to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d, where I've given you the value of a and d, the n value is equal to 12. Just use this substitute and you'll get the answer. Now the next question, a spiral is made up of successive semicircles with center alternatively at A and at B. Okay. Starting with center of radii 0.5 cm, 1, 1.5, 2 as shown in figure 5.4. Okay. What is the total length of such a spiral made up of 13 consecutive semicircle? Okay, there are total 13. Take the pi value as 22 by 7. So now here A have to consider as the first one to start the spiral, and next consecutively it goes with B. So first AB, 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 and it goes on like that. Okay, so the first is radii is 0.5 centimeter. Then it increases by 0.5 centimeter. So the radii increases this way: 0.5, 1 centimeter, again 1.5, 2, 2.5, and it goes on up to 13 consecutive semicircles. Now, they have asked you to find the length of the total one. But let me first find the length of the first semicircle, L1. Okay, the length of the first semicircle. Now, the length of a circle is given by 2 pi r. Semicircle needs to be divided by 2, so it's nothing but just pi r. is a semicircle, length of a semicircle. So the value of L1 is equal to 0.5 pi. The length of L2 is equal to pi. L3 will be equal to 1.5 pi. L4 is equal to 2 pi. And it goes on up till L13. Okay. And the total length will be equal to how much? Total length is equal to L1 plus L2 plus L3 up till L13. Okay. So if you observe here, the L1 is 0.5 pi and L2 is pi, L3 is 1.5 pi. So the starting term is how much? 0.5 pi. So A is equal to 0.5 pi. Now what about the common difference? It is pi minus 0.5 pi, that is equal to 0.5 pi. So we got the value of the common difference as well as the starting term, and the value of n is equal to 13. So if you find S13, you will get the total length of the spiral, that is equal to n by 2 to 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So that is equal to 13 by 2 into 2 into 0.5 pi plus 13 minus 1 into d is again 0.5 pi. I'm just writing it as half pi. Half pi, 0.5 pi, both mean the same. So that is equal to 13 by 2. 2 into 0.5 is pi plus 2 1 are 2, 6 pi. So 6 pi plus pi is how much? 7 pi. So that is equal to 13 by 2 into 7. So 13 by 2 is nothing but 6.5. 6.5 into 7, that is equal to 45.5 pi. Now the pi value they have asked us to take it as 22 by 7. So that is equal to 45.5 into 22 by 7. Okay. Or let me do one thing. Here only I'll substitute the value of pi into 22 by 7. 7 and 7 will get cancelled. 2 ones are 2, 11s are 13 into 11, that is equal to 143 centimeters. So this is the total length, okay, of the given spiral. Okay. Next, 200 lakhs are stacked in the following manner. So the total number of lakhs, I don't know how many terms are there, but it is equal to 200 total logs. Now 20 logs in the bottom row. So in the bottom row we have 20 logs. 19th in the next row. So it is, as we come up, as the number of row increases, the number of logs decreases by 1. The third one, we have just 18 rows. In how many rows are the 200 logs placed? So this is equal to A1, this is equal to A2, this is equal to A3. So, but I know that 200 is equal to A1 plus A2 plus A3 up till some value an. So I need to find the value of n. That's it. So the question is framed here. Very simple. And I also know the value of A1, A2, A3, from which I can find the value of A, that is 20, and the common difference is equal to minus 1 or 1. It is minus 1. Okay, it is minus 1. So in this case, what happens? Sn is equal to n by 2. I don't know the value of n into a plus 2a plus, sorry, 2a plus 2 into 20. N minus 1 into d values minus 1. That is equal to n by, if I take 2 to the other side, this becomes 400. N into 40 minus n plus 1. So 400 is equal to 41n minus n square. Hope I solved it rightly. 41n minus n square. So this becomes equal to n square minus 41n plus 400 is equal to 0. You have to solve this equation and you will get the value of n. Okay. That is how many number of rows are required so that 200 blocks will be occupied. So let's move on to the next question. In a potato race, a bucket is placed at the starting point, which is 5 meters from the first potato. This is 5 meters. Next, the other potatoes are placed 3 meters apart in a straight line. There are 10 potatoes in the line. So totally there are 10 potatoes. Okay. So this is your first, second, third, and it goes on up to 10 potatoes. A competitor starts from the bucket, okay, picks up the nearest potato, runs back with it, drops it in the bucket, then runs back to pick up the next potato, runs to the bucket to drop it, and she continues in the same way until all the potatoes are in the bucket. So what is the total distance the competitor has to run? So first let's find out the distance the competitor needs to run in order to put the first potato into the bucket. So she starts running from this point, goes up till the first potato, and again she runs back and drops it into the bucket. So what is the total distance she ran in order to put the first potato into the bucket? 5 plus 5, that is 10 meters for the first potato. Now for the second potato, what happened? Again she started from the same point. She moved till second one and again she ran back. So what's the total distance? For the second one, it was placed at a distance of 5 plus 3, 8 meters. 8 again for coming back, going back. It took again 8. So that is 8 plus 8, 16 meters. Now what about the third one? Again she started from this point till this. So it is 8 plus 3, 11 meters. So again on going from one end to the other end, it took 11 plus 11, 22 meters. And it goes on. Now let me check if it's forming an AP. Now 16 minus 10, here the common difference is 6. Now 22 minus 16, again the common difference is 6. So this shows us that it is forming an AP whose starting term is 10, common difference is equal to 6. Now what is the total distance that she's gonna run? They've asked that thing. So what is the value of n? That is equal to 10 because there are totally 10 potatoes. You have to find the value of S10. That is equal to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Okay, so that is equal to 10 by 2 into 2 into 10, 20 plus n minus 1 is 9, d value is 6. So that is equal to 5 into 20 plus 9, 6 are 40, sorry, 54. 54 plus 20. That is 74. 74 into 5 is 370. So she's going to run total 370 meters in order to complete this whole competition. Now let's come back to the previous question. I feel it would be better if I solve this equation. So the equation that we derived is n square minus 41n plus 400. Now you should solve this equation. So if I use splitting the middle term here, if I take minus 16 and minus 25, I guess it will satisfy the case because its sum will be 2 to 4 minus 41. And if I take the product of 16 into 25, that is going to be 400. So this will satisfy the case. So I'll take n square minus 16n minus 25n. Hope you all know splitting middle term method. Plus 400 is equal to 0. So n common n minus 16 minus 25 common n minus 16 is equal to 0. So n minus 16 into n minus 25 is equal to 0. This shows us that the value of n can be 16 or the value of n can be 25. So they are telling that there are 2 points at which the total number of logs will be equal to how much? 200. But is that possible? No. Because see, when you move to the number of logs in 24 will be how much? We need to find. Okay, so is this possible? The value of n is 16 and value of n is 25. The both of the cases are not possible at a time. Okay, see, if I consider a 16, I have to find how many number of how many number of logs will be there in the 16th row. That is equal to a plus 15d. Now the value of a is 20 minus 15. That is equal to 5. So if I go up to 16th term this way, okay, like this, there will be total 5 logs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 logs. Okay, in the 16th row. Now if I move on to 25th row, how many logs will be there? It is a plus 24d. That is equal to 20 minus 24. That is equal to minus 4. And can the number of logs ever be negative? No. Logs can either start from 1 or 0, maybe 0. There can be 0 logs, 1 log, 2 log, 3 log. Having minus 4 log is nearly impossible. Isn't it? It's not possible. So there is 25th row does not exist. So there are totally 16 rows. So when you move to 16 row, it will end because total 200 logs are only available, and in the top row, that is 16th from bottom, the topmost row, there will be only 5 logs left. Okay, so this completes this chapter. Thank you. Please do like, share and subscribe.